thank you so much. We go to the next speaker, where we have Haji Ijam Izwan bin Ibrahim, or fondly known as Haji Adam, from MTDC, who is currently the Senior Vice President at the Industry 4.0 Department of Malaysia Technology Development Corporation Sdn Berhad. So he is entrusted to manage the Center of 9 Pillars, the CO9P, Industry 4.0 Experience Hub, I4EH, and the related initiatives under MTDC Industry 4.0 program. And this is also an initiative that we are collaborating with MTDC to set up a Center of Excellence for Robotics and Automation in the DRZ Iskandar. Thank you so much, and Assalamualaikum, Haji Adam. How are you?
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
All right, thank you so much. So I hand over the floor to you so that you can share what are the initiative, programs, and incentives that MTDC is doing, that the clients, the end users, that the industry can also be a part of.
Sure. Thank you, Farhan. Let me pull up my slide. Okay, my slide is up, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you very much again for DRZ Iskandar for giving us this opportunity to showcase some of the things, some of the initiatives that we have done. We have done over the last 2 years, I think. Even not 2 years, more than 2 years. Even before the pandemic, we were already discussing about having a platform to develop local talents to drive the Industry 4.0 adoption in Malaysia. What I will do is just to highlight a little bit about MTDC for those who might not be familiar with MTDC. We have been around for almost 30 years. Next year is our 30th anniversary, and we have been, I could probably say that we have been the key player in supporting technology companies in Malaysia, and also in the promotion of the adoption of technologies by local companies, particularly the SMEs. So our tagline is complete equation, which means that we would like to have everything under our roof. We used to have funding support. We still do have some sort of funding support with us. We conducted a lot of programs related to technology adoption. When it comes to awareness and promotional events related to technology, I'm sure some of you may have already attended some of our sessions prior to the pandemic, and also during the pandemic in the form of an online platform. A few years back, we decided to have a special division that focuses on advisory and value-added services. This is important because while we support technology companies in providing the solutions to the local SMEs, they themselves are in need to have proper advisory and other value-added services in order for them to deliver their product and services. Then obviously we have our business incubation and acceleration team in our centers. We have 5 centers. One is located in Johor Bahru in UTM, and the other 4 is in Klang Valley. The CO9P, which Farhan mentioned just now, is located in our biggest tech center, which is in University Putra Malaysia, Serdang. So I'm going to go now into just highlighting, what is it about our Center of 9 Pillars. Basically, this is in a nutshell, it is a center that we dedicate to nurture new Industry 4.0 innovations. We are not innovating new things, but specifically we are looking at bringing together the local solution providers, the academias, universities, and also businesses in a single platform that can interact and develop products that are required by the industry and able to be produced by our own local talents. You have heard the presentation starting from the first one, Mr. Jin, all the way to Encik Yuzarin just now. I would say that I'm the proudest person in this session today, because all of them are able to be placed under our ecosystem. When we found out that company like Move Robotics, they were very small, but they have good talents. They have been serving MNCs before they were known about their talents. We brought them in, and we want to push this sort of talents to the companies in Malaysia, to let you all know, the SMEs that is listening now, that you don't have to worry about looking for foreign solutions, because we have our local talents who are capable of producing solutions that are at par, at least, with the brands of the the one in the West, in Europe or in US, or even in Japan. So because of that, because of having all these companies together with, after 20 odd years of nurturing local tech companies, we found out that, why can't we just pull them up together, and especially those that focuses on Industry 4.0, and put them in a collaborative platform where they can do peer-to-peer consultation, they can do training, they can help each other in terms of providing customization needs of the client. Some of the companies may be focusing only on software, but they don't have anyone that can assist them in terms of fabrication and putting up the hardware. So it's difficult for one that is in operation in Shah Alam and to get another partner doing it in Balakong or in other parts of Malaysia to actually continue to work together on a daily basis, so that they can produce the right solution for their end client. And because of that, we started discussing with some of the key players, and in this time I would like to name Akar Indah Engineering, because they are the first to give us all these inputs, on how best to create this platform that we now call it Center of 9 Pillars. And Alhamdulillah, just a week after the launch of Industry Forward in 31st October 2018, on 7th of November, we launched our Center of 9 Pillars. And that's how quick, how visionary our team, our top level managers at Code MP, and also our board members were kind enough to believe in this platform, and we started calling in all the local companies within the 9 pillars of Industry 4.0 to come and collaborate in this platform. So these are some of the companies that we have managed to bring in. There are a few more, of course. There's not enough space for me to put that in. But from this, we are able to draw a funnel for investment and value creation. For example, projects that we get from certain ministries now are able to produce new job creation. Akar Indah themselves has already created 7 new companies because of the projects that we believe we brought in from the other ministries related to Industry 4.0. And we hope that in the future we can bring other companies like Move Robotics, Gigano, and T-Robot to have new investment opportunities, to expand their service and their product range. Of course, those who are listening here from SMEs, you guys are going to be the first in line to get the solution. We want to make sure that the companies are able to produce a fast-track adoption based on your requirements and based on your budget. Whether it's partial customization or complete customization, or just off-the-shelf product, they are able to provide the service for you. And all of this, we believe that what we have done at MTDC is also in support of the bigger government agenda related to industry forward, the 10 by 10, 10 on 10, My STIE, the digital blueprint, the 4IR Negara, and latest is the RMK 12. Right. So based on the policy documents, we have identified, the things that we need to do is to find the gaps within these quadruple helix, the industry, the government, the people, and the academia, and who is going to be able to close this gap, if not, this platform. So the industry needs new talents, and we need people who are solution providers, local solution providers who are able to provide new talents, by training them with the latest latest technology that is beyond the scope of whatever they have learned in the university or in their TVET education. The government itself, we understood that, at the federal level, we probably have a good lineup of all the policies. But what about at the state level? There are requirements for hand-holding approach. So we need people from our local industries to also provide all these solutions. Of course, for the people, this need to continuously provide awareness, and we need to see how we can get more participation from the citizens, from the lower B40 group all the way to the M40 or T20 groups. It must be in the form of a full inclusivity when we talk about technology and Industry 4.0. And obviously, when it comes to academia, we have lined up programs for them to be able to use the platform to assist them in terms of getting the right tools, if they are not available in the universities, helping them with prototyping, in fact, assisting the lecturers with training of the new robot automating system or anything else, that is new to them. Okay. So in a nutshell, our CONAMP, we want to expand it to other parts of the country, and we are lucky to have Iskandar to believe in us and to also replicate what we do in Klang Valley, to also bring the CONAMP business model in Iskandar. And we hope, one day they would be able to produce all these things that we have been producing at our center. Which is the industry support. We have a specialized I4.0 hubs. We have some funding support. We have ample co-working space. We do community networking. We are reviving it. We had a problem when the pandemic came because everything has to be done online. But now, since we have eased up the movement procedures, so we hope to revive the plan that we wanted to do. So that there are more community-based programs, so we can network with each other. We wanted to bring all of our local talents, service and solutions to international market. Akar Indah itself, they have connections in Japan and in the Middle East, and I'm sure the others are also having the same connections. We hope to work together in this community. We are focusing on training and certification all the way from the TVET, as well as the working people, in the factories or even in the offices, on the new digitization and digitalization approaches and initiatives. And most importantly, the CONAMP should be able to gather people, the expertise to do a customized solution that is tailor-made to the requirements of our local SMEs, whether it is the process requirement or their financial requirement. So we hope we will assist Iskandar to make this a reality at the southern end. And at the same time, we are also focusing on other parts of the country, in the eastern side of Peninsula, the northern side, also Sabah and Sarawak. So just want to share with you some of the photos. We took, we had multiple sessions when we started the CONMP, and this was before pandemic, so nobody is wearing the face mask at this time. Yep. So there, of course, because of time limitation, I hope that I managed to at least give you some flavor of what we do at CONMP. But in the case of those who are interested to be part of the community or would like to know more of the other communities, AR, VR, 3D printing, AI, you name it, all the 9 pillars, you can always contact me. Just scan on the QR code here, you'll get all my contacts. So I hope I've done justice for my 15 minutes, Farhan.
Yes.
Yes, I'm giving back the stage to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Haji Adam. And again, congratulations. I think MTDC has been in the industry for so long, and have been doing so much for the nation and for the industry, for industry players as well. And I think, and even so, I think there's still a lot to be done. I think there are still a lot of gaps in the industry, and this is why I think, as an ecosystem enabler such as ourselves, we need to play our role and our parts in helping the industry grow and connect with each other. Because as you mentioned, in Johor alone, the oil and gas industry, the E&E, the furniture industry, timber industry, there are thousands of manufacturing facilities and SMEs. They are still conventional at this moment. And for big manufacturing MNC companies, they may be able to afford the big consultants that are coming in to provide the solutions to them. And even when I was working for the oil and gas manufacturing company before, we thought we could never imagine that a local company, such as Gigano, T-Robots, Move Robotics, or even Akar Indah could provide the same solutions and products at a local and affordable price. So I think this is something that we are not just doing this for our companies within Johor. I think this is something that we would like to encourage ecosystem enablers around Malaysia, Sabah, Sarawak, and other states. We need to do this together. We need to promote the local companies that can provide these solutions and get them to be in touch with all these other clients. And I think this is what DRZ Iskandar and MTDC, together with agencies like MIDA, is working together to try to help ensure that all these SMEs has these local options available for them. So again, thank you so much, Haji Adam.